Crispy's making fun of me.
Oh, so nice to say. I am back with the pearls. I'm going to do a very brief live as a motivation and inspiration for you guys based on some of the, how do I even put it, maybe feedback I've been getting from you guys about mental weakness as it relates to persisting for your desires. So that's going to be the theme of this pep talk and motivation of a very brief Saturday live, as I'm not supposed to be live on the weekends to recover and rest for my upcoming week, but I'm violating my own rules as usual. I'm throwing myself in the deep end to come on here and try to give you guys more and more and more and more knowledge. This live will go up on YouTube as well. I am also in the process that because on my YouTube I have a dominant crowd of individuals whose country is banning or blocking TikTok, I have hired my brother as my social media manager, and he is repurposing all of my TikTok playlists over onto YouTube so that, as an example, individuals in India and things like that can still have access to my teachings, as they quite literally don't have the capacity to download TikTok and utilize it. And obviously, because TikTok has been my main platform, never anticipated that, but TikTok has become my main platform, and it's also very user-friendly and efficient. I want to repurpose all my TikToks over onto my YouTube and add this live from today as a pep talk for you guys. So, just going to let people come in and just informing you guys that I think we had another group coaching edition. Like I said, I am allowing people continuing to join in because I've realized that people are getting movement in like 3 days and people are already coming back, and I'm still buzzing from our first session, and our second session is on this coming Monday. So for anybody who wants it, I'm just going to make a very small disclaimer that when you get your group coaching ticket on my website, my customer service team will add you into the group because it is a private group, and we're going to be going live again on Monday. So a lot of people are already getting people back, and it hasn't even been a week. So if you have a desire specifically to manifest love or a new person, this course is literally become the answer to everybody's problem all at once. For those of you that are commenting down below, I just got here. I was just kind of doing my introductory spiel, and I'm coming on for a little half-hour pep talk for you guys. The topic of today's kind of pep talk is going to be a common theme. Thank you. My nails are so cute. Going to be a common theme that I'm seeing amongst individuals that I literally just got done filming a TikTok for. And it's called mental weakness as it pertains to persisting in your manifestation. So to kind of get into that, I did write some notes out to a client also, as it seems like when some of my people go down, they all go down together. I don't know if you guys manifest that, but usually what ends up happening when I'm on client calls is one person at the start of the day will have an issue. And I promise you that issue ends up being the recurring theme for my whole day of phone calls. Like my whole day of phone calls. I will give the same pep talk 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 times, depending on how many calls I have. that specific day. So I guess today this is just the theme. So that's why I came on live to help you guys out. So this live is going to be a little interesting, because it's going to help you guys to break through the mental weakness that I know a lot of you guys are struggling with. I will be very upfront and honest and transparent, as I always am in this live particularly. I had no reason whatsoever to hang on and to continue to persist in some of my manifestations when I had zero hope. I had no motivation. I had no reason to hang on. I had no reason to continue to persist. I had every unfavorable circumstance known to man. My family members had every horrible circumstance known to man. My life was falling apart 2.5 years ago. There was a lot of turmoil and chaos in my life personally, professionally, academically. The whole situation, I had like 3 to 4 pillars of my life fall apart. I had no reason to keep going. None, like quite literally none. I was severely depressed. I had no motivation to even get out of bed and perform basic tasks, like brushing my hair, washing my face. Some days it was difficult to just like get my bath in, because I was depressed. There were so many areas of my life that were going wrong. My family members, and I'm definitely not trying to overshare, but to also just, motivate you guys. We lost our home. There was a lot of things that were not favorable. Not at all favorable. I had no reason to continue to persist when I saw nothing going right. Nothing going right. In that process, I had to continue to remind myself that I actually only have 2 options. Just 2. Not a lot, just like A or B, just like heads or tails, just like on or off, that's it. My 2 options were sit down, dig a hole, build a fort, and live in this situation. And live in this circumstance and just say, why me? Obviously, I don't deserve nice things, even though I'm probably one of the kindest people in the whole entire world. I'm very empathetic. I'm very giving. I'm very loving. I'm very supportive. I'm very nurturing. I'm just a good person. And at that process and at that period of time, I was like, I can either sit in this circumstance and lie in it, or I can use the mental persistence that it would take to override this situation and make my life completely brand new. Because what benefit am I going to get by sitting and crying? What benefit am I going to get by sitting and wallowing in it? Because I'm not going to get a star on my homework. I'm not going to get any type of pity award because I haven't in the past. And I'll be honest with you, there was a big part of me, and I'll be super, super honest and super transparent and roast myself. Like, welcome to the roast of Persis Sarosh mystery. I wanted a pity award. I wanted God to kind of like have mercy on me and my family's situation. I just couldn't wrap my head around the fact that my family is like literally the kindest individuals, the most loving individuals, the individuals that have unfortunately in the past always gotten screwed over by bad friends, bad business partners or whatever it may be. People take advantage of our kindness. We are like the definition of the family that deserves goodness the most because we're so loving. We're so caring. We like take the shirt off of our back for another individual. And we're like, okay, well, even if somebody screws us over, that doesn't mean that we are going to stoop to their level because we are good people. And that assumption is like all the way through to my core. So you can understand, I can't comprehend why literally nothing in our lives was working out. Mom lost her job. Dad had to bounce around for jobs for financial stability. Brother was not employed as well. He got terminated. And it was like I came home. All of a sudden, my credentials were no longer valid. The house is gone. So many things. So many things that could have allowed us to just sit there and build a fort and die in it. Like literally, like that was it. No motivation to go forward. Circumstances too severe. Circumstances too harsh. How are you going to ask me to ignore all that in my 3D and persist? Are you delusional? I did very much want manifestation to rewrite itself so that I could validate the harsh circumstances I was going through and still get what I wanted. And what I'm here to tell you is that's not possible. If it would have been possible, it would have happened for me. And it didn't. It did not. You cannot look at all the things that are going wrong in your reality and pour like another bucket of water onto the metaphorical old story plant and wonder why it doesn't die. You can't. You can't. I tried it. I tried it for years and I got nowhere. And that's why I'm very upfront and honest on my page about how I learned the scientific way of manifesting to unlock my next level of life. I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. For those of you guys who are mentally struggling with persisting, there's two choices. One, you can sit down in your circumstances, you can let them beat you, you can give up on having your desire because you're too mentally weak, the circumstances are too big, this is too traumatic, and you can just move forward saying that I'll eventually learn how to live without this desire. Or the other option is foot up and shut up. And I say that lovingly, and I say that empathetically, and I say that kindly. But I'm saying it as a term that's like the stark differences between the two.
Did you say put up or shut up?
Isn't it foot up or shut up?
Put up or...
Foot up or shut up, I think.
I think it's put up.
Put up and shut up, or something like that. Words that are motivational in this certain situation and circumstance. Foot up and shut up, right? I almost feel like I want to Google this now.
I know, it doesn't sound right.
Is it put up? Somebody's saying put up.
It is put up.
Put up, but put up what? And I think it's foot up. I think you guys are...
How about put on your big girl pants and,
But what are we putting up?
What are you
what are you putting up? Like your dukes or something? Like, what is it?
No, you're putting up like that challenge. Like you have to face a challenge.
I don't know about this. I don't know. Put up or shut up. Okay, so you have to put up with it or shut up and do the work. Mm-hmm. That interrupted this entire pep talk.
That makes sense.
But you get the point. And hopefully it's like a nice lighthearted way of putting it. Put up or shut up. In that process, it's like, and I say this lovingly and also very transparently, you can't manifest abundance while you're focused on being evicted from your house. You cannot manifest a new car as you sit on the bus every day and hate every aspect of your life and don't think that something better is meant for you out there. At the end of the day, some individuals, and I say this very, very deeply empathetically because I was that person, want manifestation to rewrite itself so they can still have the misfortune of that like pity party that they're having while wallowing in their undesirable circumstances and thinking that it's impossible for me to manifest next level money. It's impossible for me to manifest my specific person. It's been too many years. There are too many circumstances. I messed up too much. Manifestation isn't going to rewrite itself for us to have a who can be the biggest victim contest. It's not. Because I tried to win that contest with my poor circumstances and I lost. I eventually had to get tired of my own BS, of my own wallowing, and within less than 2 short months, it was honestly 1 week, it wasn't even a month, of me going through my process of getting pissed off and almost like angry affirming, which I talked about in my previous video. I unlocked money into my life for the first time. I'd always had an I don't deserve nice things mentality. I'd always had a let me sacrifice for everybody else to prosper. I always had a, oh, but there are individuals out there who could never even have this. It's selfish of me to want this type of mentality. You know where that got me? A whole lot of nowhere. A whole lot of me literally in some instances crying in department stores as a small girl, thinking that I wasn't worth buying a $20 dress because it was too selfish of me to have that desire.
Bad mentality.
Thank you, Mother.
Bad.
What am I, a dog?
Bad person.
Okay, I'm a dog.
Can't have that mentality.
Can't have that mentality. And I had to grow out of it. I had to be like, what God is going to strike me for me desiring better for myself, other than nobody.
And look where you are now.
And look where I am now. I literally manifested $30K out of thin air yesterday.
Hold on. I was going to say something.
Please. Oh, God. I'm terribly nervous. I have no idea.
Yourself?
Okay, we're not talking about that right now.
Okay, sorry about that.
But I literally manifested $30K out of the blue yesterday. And I was able to put it towards something that I had always really wanted. At the end of the day, I need to ask you guys the difficult questions. Because you know me, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you receive. To stop wanting and wishing and desiring and to start having. My goal when I opened coaching was this. I'm going to educate you so highly with all the knowledge I have in my big blonde brain to make sure that you never need me again. Because my mission and my goal is so above and beyond probably what you guys can even think about. I have desires for TED Talks. I have desires for world tours. My goal is to make you so educated and so independent that you don't need me because I did such a good job. That you're too busy after your coaching package living your best life that you don't need me no more. And that's what other coaches don't lead with, hence why they are unfortunately not doing as well. Because for some reason, everybody's leaving these coaches and now coming to me. I get so many people in my DMs that are like, I went with a different coach. I went with XYZ coach. I'm not going to drop names.
Oh, I can drop names.
I know. And they didn't end up helping me. They just told me, like, do these affirmations. And I'm like, I'm here to educate you. Educate you to not need me. Because if you teach a man to fish, he's never going to come back to you because you've given him a skill set that he can use for life to provide for himself. But if you give a man a fish if you give a man a fish, he'll always come back to you being like, hey, I need another fish. And some of those coaches need to do that to maintain their business. I say take all the information from my brain. You have it, and then you live, bro. You live. So let's circle back to what I was trying to say. Are we willing to let go of the pedestal we're putting our desires on, or we're putting our circumstances on, or we're putting our pity party award on, or we're putting our victim mindset award on, or we're putting our time frame award on, or our law of attraction day award on? Or are we going to dethrone that and be in the mentality of, I'll be damned if I don't get this manifestation? Because I know how manifestation works. One, because I follow Persis. And two, I know that if I change my assumption, come hell or high water, this desire is gonna be mine. And there's not gonna be anyone or anything that has the ability to derail it. Because once again, and you know me, I quote my Neville, I'm like a cross between Neville with Dispenza, okay? I come here with fact-checked manifestation. When you hold an assumption firm and unwavering, whatever has to move, be it one person or 1 million people to move it, is gonna move it to give you your desire. So you can't have your desire while still being like, he doesn't love me. He doesn't want to be with me. He's not texting me. He's not showing up for me. How long are you willing to do that? Another year maybe? And then you're going to outgrow it and put your big girl panties on and handle business? What's the time frame you're looking at for doing that? Just asking. I'm just asking. How much longer? How much longer are we going to do that? Like another 6 months? Are you going to do that type of situation and be like, he doesn't want me, he doesn't love me, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not special enough? And you're going to do that for how long? I'm just asking. I'm just asking an honest question because some of you guys need a kick in the pants. Hence why you got me. How much longer are we going to do that? I love the fire gift. That's very nice of you. How much longer are we willing to do that? That's an honest question. How many people want to do it for another 6 months? How many people, by a show of hands, want to do it for another 6 months? How many people want to do it for another 6 years? How many people want to do it for another 1 year? Another 2 years? How many? How much more time is this important to focus on for? How much more time? You gonna wait another 2 more months? Or do you want to start having in 2 months? I'm just trying to figure out what your goals are. I'm just trying to ask for a friend, bro. How much more longer are we paying attention to this?
Well, we better start paying attention.
You can start sending me wedding invites by next year. You can start doing that. How about we try to focus on that? Yo, bro, you better not break my chair.
I didn't. My God.
Mm-hmm. Listen, let's be honest. Let's ask honest questions. You gonna do this for another 6 months? Some of you guys are saying, no, I want it now. I want it now. But you're holding this. You're holding this. So come on, hold it. Hold it some more. You want to hold the pity party award. You want to hold the victim mentality award. Take it. Hold it more. Pay attention to it more.
It's getting rough in here. I'm leaving.
No, I know. It's going to get rough in here, baby. It's going to get rough in here. People going to learn today. Hold it. Take it. Take the award. Take the pity award. Take it. Hold it. Keep it. Keep putting it in groups. Keep posting it in different gangs. Keep posting it in different Facebook groups. Come on. Take it. You want this. You want to hold this. You want to keep it as your identity. And yet you still want your person? That's interesting. That's interesting to me. That's interesting. I don't know who violated the law of physics for that one. We're still waiting to hear back from any survivors. We're still waiting. No, come on, take it. Take it. You want this, right? Because all of you guys, but he doesn't want to talk to me. But do I have to maintain no contact? Just take it. Remind yourself every time you post that little pity party award that this is what you're signing up for. Go ahead, take it. You guys are going to learn today. Jesus Christ. You're going to learn today. I want everyone on my page to be too busy having to even utter a statement like that out of their mouth. You should be too abundant. You should be focusing on how you're too qualified. You should be focused on how it is a blessing for anyone to breathe around you. Because some of your greatness might rub off on that person. You should be too busy doing your self-concept routine to be worried about some boy or some girl. You should be too busy. You got too many qualifications. You got too many good characteristics. You got too much kindness in your heart. You got too much goodness in your soul. You got too much loyalty in your bones. You got too much of everything to be sitting here and holding this. Anybody else want to hold it? Because some of you guys be real committed to it. You're real committed to it, and yet you're not receiving nothing. So is that mentality getting you anywhere? I want to understand what award you got in the mail for that type of mentality. I want to understand it. Because I didn't get no award. And I'm definitely not, putting on a pedestal my circumstances. But for some of you guys that I've just had this like cushioned life, that's not it. We lost our home in the foreclosure crash of 2008. We got evicted out of another home. People were unemployed. There were times in our life where our family bank account was literally overdrafted, and we had to plan out meals for 4 people for $100 for 2 weeks. People want to talk about circumstances. People want to talk about bad things, right? I had a lot of bad things. I had a lot of reasons to not keep going. I had a lot of reasons to just sit down and lie in those circumstances. A lot of reasons. A lot. And I did. I sat in them and I wanted a God, please have mercy on me. What did I do so bad in a past life type of situation? Until I had to realize I can't actually get anywhere doing that and partaking in that type of behavior. I can't actually do anything, and I can't manifest from there, and I can't upgrade me and my family's lifestyle like that. I've got to be temporarily uncomfortable thinking good things for long-term benefit. Because what's my 5-year plan? So I'm going to sit and do this for what? Another 2 years? Some of you guys are manifesting for 6 months, 8 months, or the years category. Yet I never seen a success story that took longer than 45 days in my coaching. For real, you guys are, you about that life. You guys like to sign up for circumstances that take longer than 45 days to manifest? I never met a person that took longer than 45 days to manifest. No one's ever violated that type of time. And see, you say, get us there, KM, but my whole page is a walking answer. And yet some people aren't applying it, or some people aren't listening. Or some people literally do just need someone like myself to give them a good kick in the pants and to educate them so that way they can unlock their desire. You want to know where the answer is and how I can help you? My whole page. I've never kept one answer from you guys, and yet some of you guys are still spinning your wheels. What are you spinning your wheels about? There's no extra information. That's the information. Change your assumption about you, change your assumption about them. You guys have seen my manifestation equation that went viral. You've seen my stuff. You watch my videos. You have the answers. Honestly, I was so surprised to see your formula was free on your TikTok. Like, that's golden. Exactly. If you're still not getting results, and this is not me trying to tout my coaching, maybe you do need to reach out to someone. Because I teach manifestation in a science-like fashion. Science says it takes 21 days to 21 days to form a new assumption. In the law of assumption, 21 days it takes to form a new assumption. I'm giving you triple that amount of time. I'm saying take a good day. I'm saying take a bad day. I'm saying take a day to cry. I'm saying take a day off and go to the beach. If you don't have results in 60 days, how much more longer are you going to continue to scroll on YouTube, continue to go and post in groups on Facebook, continue to look at coaches on TikTok, before you actually sit down and start doing the work? Or if you have been doing the work and it's not working, there's something wrong either in the mentality of your background or the mentality of how you're applying techniques. So in that case, the chance that you're going to stumble upon that one video that you need to hear that's going to change your world around, how much longer are you going to wait for that video to come out by that creator and be in the right place to hear it and in the right mentality for it? Or like I said, you want to wait another 2 months, another 2 weeks, another 2 years? Some of you guys actually need to be sat down and taught. Some of you guys need to just apply what's on the page. Some of you guys need personal professional help. Now, it's not my place to say what people do or don't need, but I know with all of my case studies, didn't take me any period of time. Once I got out of the pity party and just did the self-concept work, my whole world changed in like 14 days. And the problem is, there is a lot of information out there that's false. Some of you guys are on the For You page too long. And as terrible as it is to say, there's too many uneducated coaches out there. Too many. Too many people that watched The Secret and now all of a sudden they're a coach. A coach of what? I don't know. A book recommendation for people who are just starting out. I'll be honest. I wrote my own book or course. It's called My Manifestation Blueprint. It compiles all the accurate teachings of manifestation after me reading all the books, problem solving and fact checking all the information, presenting it to you guys with YouTube animation tutorials, plus affirmations, plus subliminals. But if you want other book recommendations that are not written by me, totally cool. Totally cool. So you're saying all your info is on your page on here. Yeah, I am, Cindy. I literally am, because there's no step that's missing. None. So then where's the results? Persis, have any of your clients not gotten their actual desired end result? No. No. So I have, and I made a video on it, a 99% success rate after doing my own metrics after crossing 500 clients. Out of that amount of individuals, I had 1%, which was 5 people, that didn't get their desire. However, I don't count them as individuals that didn't get their desire, because those individuals boldly stated to me, I'm not willing to follow your plan. They boldly stated to me and admitted that they weren't following it, that they were modifying it, and that they needed to get results without doing things the way I laid it out for them. I don't even know what that means. That's like me studying for a PhD exam. Okay, the final exam, taking it and getting 100 and saying, here's your answer key. Put these answers in and you will get 100 and you will pass. And those individuals being like, no, you said C here, but I want A. You said B here. I want D. You said A here. I'm feeling C. I'm feeling C. So I don't count individuals that were not doing what they were supposed to. Well, I tried to get a one-on-one and you locked it for the group coaching course. No, I didn't. I literally started this live saying that the group is still capable of being bought. I'm so sorry that you think that. I don't even know where you got that from. You said it, I did it, and it worked. Exactly. Is it possible to even manifest a Gemini man back? LOL. Let me just sit here for a second. It's difficult being a coach sometimes, you know? So we didn't hear anything Persis said, basically. Is it possible to manifest a Gemini man back? See, that's what I'm saying, right? I just gave such an elegant pep talk. I just gave so much information that people would have charged thousands of dollars to listen to get educated for. That your coaches don't even talk about, that unfortunately people glorify. And then the follow-up comment is it even possible to manifest a Gemini back? Some people think like my job is easy because it's just listening to people's problems all day and solving them. It's not. It's not easy. I'll just be here. I'll just be here. I'll just be here trying to recover from that. I can feel the migraine coming on. I can feel it. I don't even know what astrology has to do with it. I don't even know. Because it doesn't matter if you're a Capricorn and someone else is a Leo, or they're a Gemini and you're a Cancer, or anything else. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know. 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 They need so much more help, but they will get it, coach. They really need your one-on-one. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. And listen, nobody's definitely shaming that person. But what I'm saying, obviously, from like a coach's standpoint, because this whole thing's going to be put on YouTube, so don't worry about that. Nobody's trying to be rude or nobody's trying to be offensive, but because I literally have 500,000 different comments and I just see bits and pieces of them, I saw that and that was like very triggering. Because I was like, okay, I guess nobody heard me. I guess nobody heard me then. I guess nobody listened. Please understand, how do I get context? Because do you think that I can read all 1,000 comments? Please also try to understand, like, from my point of view. Because essentially when I saw that, what I heard was, I don't care about anything you just said. How do I get that person back? That's what I heard. Because like I said, I don't have the ability to look at each and every single person's comment, especially when I'm trying to have like a very profound, inspirational pep talk for you guys to unlock your best life. So nobody's trying to be rude also. Nobody's being insulting. Just try to also see that there's always two sides to every coin. And if you're trying to put a coach on a pedestal to not also react, that's not always possible. Because maybe it was your own sense of divine timing that you came in literally after I gave all the answers, and then you were like, but what about a Gemini man? And that's really triggering for me. So just like how you're allowed to have your moment, so am I. So am I. My right doesn't get taken away either. So that's all I was saying for anybody in the chat that's thinking otherwise. But listen, everybody, you and everybody has the ability to go over to YouTube and watch this again. So you can get the whole pep talk, as this has already lasted way longer than what it was supposed to. And I definitely don't mean to leave it on a somber note, but I hope that this video and this live and this pep talk was literally able to give you each and every single thing you could possibly need to to motivate yourself to do what you need to do to get out of your situation and to unlock level 2 of your life. Because what I'm trying to tell you is you deserve it. What I'm trying to tell you is your circumstances are not too big. What I'm trying to tell you is that you're worthy of having it. What I'm trying to tell you is there's no time too far away, because physics works the same way. What I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't matter how bad your SP is behaving right now. Unfortunately, you manifested that and you can unmanifest it. What I'm trying to tell you is you have the ability to make your life better. So unless you want to keep holding this, keep holding it. Keep holding it. Anybody still wants it at the end of this? Anybody still wants it? That's the decision you have to make. That's the decision that you have to make. And I hope that you have the strength and the persistence in your heart to not give up. Because this is available to go all the way away and for you to step into level 2 as soon as you're ready. Your desires are waiting to be manifested once you take this and you throw it away. Your desires are waiting for you. They're waiting for you. But you're not manifesting correctly, and you still want the desire. That's the epitome of trying to have your cake and eat it too, isn't it? Isn't it? You deserve the greatest situation, the greatest love, the greatest amount of money, the greatest freedom. But are you going to stop getting in your own way? What are you going to do? Because once again, if I'm going to close this on 2 things, you can sit and wallow in it. That's one option. Or you can do something about it. And as someone who's come from a lot of struggle and a lot of difficulty, and probably people out there that have struggled bigger than me and had more difficulty, be the inspiration for your community. Be the inspiration for your friend group. Be the inspiration for your country. Because there are always those anomalies that rise out of difficult circumstances, if they so choose to. And that's a decision. That's a decision. If you want to make that decision, your desire is waiting for you to start manifesting accurately. And a big part of accurate manifestation is you taking this that you keep talking about, that you keep internalizing, that you keep identifying with, and tossing it off to the side. Because this pity party has no place in your future. And the level 2 version of you doesn't have this mentality. So it makes a lot of sense as to why we're stuck. Because this ain't no part of your future. And this isn't any part of how the level 2 version of you talks. That's no part of how the level 2 version of you identifies. So it's a good thing to consider this weekend. A good thing to consider. I'll leave this on one last note. And if any of you guys have questions on coaching, Mom has 2 slots for 2-week texting. I have 2 upcoming King and Queen packages expiring on, I think, October 11th or October 13th. For those of you guys who are ready to jump in at that level. My King and Queen packages have essentially bought out my whole calendar. So please get your name in the books while you can and have something to look forward to. The new website, for those of you that are asking, is in my TikTok bio. Live group coaching is still available. We're going to go for our round 2 on Monday. So for anyone who's still interested, you still have an opportunity to buy. The difference between group coaching and one-on-one coaching is group coaching is similar to one-on-one, all the correct teachings. However, you're just not getting the personalized access to me, problem solving your situation for you. You're getting all the teachings, all the knowledge, all the information to do the techniques. You're getting homework, you're getting a 22-page workbook. You're getting everything that you need to be successful, but it just doesn't involve personal coaching. It's for everybody. One-on-one coaching has the perks of being in my phone, part of my messages, and getting unlimited texting for 3, 4, or 5 weeks at a time, plus phone calls. So that's why I also think I have a high success rate, is I give you guys access to me at levels that other coaches would never. And I don't know how much longer that's going to end up happening. Maybe when I get to 50K, I'll have to weed that out. But we'll see. We'll see. Outside of that, definitely drained. No, my one-on-one coaching is up. My group coaching is up. Everything is up. There's also going to be a new mini course coming out that is an EFT tapping course, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how I used EFT tapping to release subconscious resistance in my life, as it's literally transformed my whole life. So that's going to be a future course out to come. But that doesn't require anything, as it's just going to be a very small monthly thing that I do for people. Any of you guys have any more questions? You can hit me up in the DMs or email customer service. It's in the contact section on the website. There are big differences between one-on-one coaching and the King and Queen package, as the King and Queen package is literally the kitchen sink. It would have to be. It's the highest package. The King and Queen package has the ability for you to skip the line and be my appointment that starts on October 12th, which is my earliest, because I'm just so booked, because I'm just helping everybody manifest their dream life. And so that requires only so many hours in the day. And if you want that slot, I don't even know if it's going to last for an hour or two. So please, please reach out to people. Please reach out to people and make sure that slot is taken. Because I have 16 slots each week, and my King and Queen packages bought out 14 of them, or 15 of them. So people are very addicted to my help, and they love the amount of presence I give, because my coaching is the only coaching that allows for unlimited coaching. Everybody else is kind of like $250 for an hour or $500 for 10 messages. I charge one flat fee, and it's just unlimited. So whether you message me once or whether you message me 100 times, it's the exact same price. It's just quantified by period of time. Other than that, there's nothing else. Nothing else that's the problem. I don't count messages. I don't count voice memos. None of that. It's just free-flowing communication. So if that sounds attractive to you guys, you know where to find me. Don't let the calendar keep getting booked out more and more and more before you decide that you need help. I had a very displeasing interaction, unfortunately, with someone in my DMs that wanted to skip 4 weeks of pre-booked appointments, and that's just not possible. So don't be a Karen like that person was. And my EFT tapping video for that person asking, I do have one video up on my YouTube, so you can go check it out over there. And I hope to see you guys soon.